Hello, testing, testing, testing. Hello, testing, testing. Okay, guys, we're good. Jalen Hurts is our new QB. Since we had to trade Carson Wentz, he's not good, to say the least. He's not even that good in speed. Our line's already stacked, so would it need to be worth trying to trade a first-round pick for Quincy? I don't think so. Later on, maybe. Oh, what's up, Michael? With the team here. Think we're ready to go into the draft. We have no third-year options. No, we actually don't. That's interesting. Let's see what we can pick up here in the draft.
The Dolphins are now on the clock.
So we don't pick all the way to pick 28. Receiver could be very good. I was hoping quarterback because Jalen Hurts is obviously not going to be an answer. I was supposed to, but it rained out. I was actually supposed to have tennis practice, but then the tennis practice rained out because of all the rain. I mean, wideouts are interesting, especially when our best receiver is Curtis Samuel. It's a big talk, you know. But no one's even that phenomenal if I'm more looking to trade up. Tight end, like, it looks good, but do I really need it? Any, like, stud lineman. There's lots of good, like, left tackles down the board. There's a really good center. And there's some good right guards. So there's lots of linemen. We also need an outside linebacker. And there's a guy here that's not gonna be there. I'm just rebuilding the team. I'm not, playing with the team. I'm just rebuilding them. But I'll jump into a game if we, like, make the playoffs, you know? And then if it's close or we're down, I'll jump into the game and play a little bit. But besides that, there's not much gameplay, just kind of building up the team. I really need these two guys. Now, do I just get this guy later on? So, Michael, this is a question for you. Do I get this guy with my first round pick later? Or do I get this guy who I'm going to have to trade up in the draft for? Should I wait and get the other first round projected outside linebacker? Or should I trade up to get this one? What do you think? They're both good. I don't know why, but I feel like... I don't know. I feel like Daniel Hayward is actually better than Daniel Howard. What am I even saying? Both are really good. I don't know which one, if I should trade up to get one or if I should just wait. This guy, Deron Hayward, just wait for him. Just, like, not trade up and just get him when we have our pick because he should still be available. That sounds like a plan. Both of those outside linebackers are okay. Corner, I mean, I guess we could use some help. Oh, there's some really good corners. Like, there's some insanely good corners in this draft class. There's two insane corners. So that brings up a question. With this being our team, I don't really want to trade up for a receiver. But I'm not against trading up for a corner. Because even Maddox he's 25. Yeah, we actually don't need to trade up for a corner. We don't need to do it. We'll just go to the 28th pick.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 straight picks here. I went a little crazy last stream. Now tell me the guy we wanted is still, and Michael, he's still here. He is still here. We're gonna take him. 75 overall, our new starter at the position. 75 normal dev. I wonder if the other guy was better. We'll have to check that at the end of this draft. Late first round receiver. That tight end that looked really good's gone. All these like good linemen are still here. Well, I think some of the better ones are gone, but that center's gone. Oh my god, almost all the linemen are gone. I think I'm gonna have to take this offensive lineman, Mike Singer. He's 71. Not that great. He's just gonna be a backup, hoping he was maybe gonna be a little better. Didn't really see any options there. I don't know. Do we go with that receiver? I don't know. Like, what do we need? Like, quarterback's not an option in this draft, even though arguably we need a quarterback. Do I trade one of these picks? Hear me out here. Do I trade one of these picks for a quarterback? Get like a... No, it wouldn't be worth it. I don't really think it would be that much worth it. I didn't even check on corners, but I know you go. Dark Souls 3. I don't have it, but... Yeah, all the corners are gone. There's not a single good corner left. And I think the only option is to take this receiver.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
71 overall receiver. Honestly, no one's really looking that great to me. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trade for value for next year. So like, who's a team who has a... The Bills I know are gonna be good. I'm looking for someone who's overrated. They're definitely not overrated. Bucks are overrated. Would this go through? It almost goes straight up. So add maybe a 6th round pick. No. Okay, we'll give you our bottom 5th. Alright, so we're trading down from here, getting picks for next year. I really don't think the Bucks are going to be that good. So I feel like this is a good move for later on. Because there's no one at this point of the draft who interests me. Like, at all. Like, there's just... Like, look at this draft class. Like, there's this outside linebacker, but he's not that great. Running back. Again, another lineman. He doesn't look awfully that good. There's still some decent outside linebackers here that you could argue I should take. There's this left end you can maybe say I should go for. But when you look at my defensive ends, if I was to pick here and not trade this pick away for value for next year, it would be that defensive end, but we got Barrett, And we got Sweat. So I don't really see a reason to pick him up. Like, there's no real reason why we need that player. And there's no real reason why we need this pick. You know? We just don't need it. No. Cardinals are terrible in simulation. They have an okay pick here. I mean, we can make this happen. Like, we could easily maybe make something happen here. But are they interested in any of them? No. Alright, let's add. That actually pushed the offer down. Yeah, we can't really make much happen here. We can't really make much happen. Chargers, I don't know. I feel like they're a team that's actually going to be pretty good, and they're labeled to be good. Or bad, actually. But Chiefs, we know, is already going to be good. Colts, they're labeled a team that's going to be good. And I know they're not going to be good. Like, we gave them Carson Wentz, but, like, what they going to do with Carson Wentz? That almost goes straight through. If I add, I don't want to give them our 5th. What about just our 4th from next year? Oh my God, it's not enough. But 4th and 5th for next year.
How come no
there.
Podium? That's because both teams are right now working on a trade.
I don't know how worth that really was, but we needed some type of value next year. I really don't think the Colts are going to be good with Carson Wentz. Like, I don't think that's going to happen.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
The only reason I made that trade with Carson Wentz, because to be frank, I would honestly have Carson Wentz as my quarterback rather than Jalen Hurts, and just in Madden terms. But the trade happened in real life, so I made the real life trade, you know, to make this a little more realistic. Receiver's not that great. I think this is take best player available. This ain't a very good draft class. Mid outside linebacker. I'm gonna take another outside line. Do I? I can't. That could be opening some trade possibilities for Lee, though. So you know what? I'm gonna do it. He's a 73 hidden development player. I think I'd rather play this guy than the first guy we picked, just because of his development. That's interesting. I was not expecting that. So we may want to reconsider. We may trade that guy or just not play him. That first guy we picked. Because Marvin Knight, 2 overalls weaker, 2 overalls less, but is a better development trait. That interests me a lot, actually. Now, I really don't see anything being left in this draft class by the 5th round. I mean, there's a late 4th defensive end, a mid-4th middle linebacker kind of just trying to hang around, and I think that's going to be our pick. Lots of linebackers, but that's what needs help. He's a 67 overall normal. He's going to be nothing but a guy sitting on the bench, but you know.
Eagles are now on the clock.
6th round pick, there should be no one. There should be no one even green. Like at all. Nada, zero. There's a mid-5th here. A mid-5th who actually has a pretty good combine. Why is he... You know, I'm not gonna... We're gonna go with this free safety, Jarl Donald. I'm terrible at saying names. He's a 66 overall normal development. Once again, a bench guy, but good value for the pick.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
We actually have one of the last picks in the draft. No one's going to be left at this point. We're not picking Mr. Irrelevant or anything like that. So, we'll go to the end of the draft. That was a pretty good draft class, if I would say myself. Like, honestly, Marvin Knight is better than Hayward. That may sound crazy. Like, Hayward may be better right now, but down the line, Marvin Knight's going to be better. Now, I do want to see how good was that other guy we passed up, that we didn't trade up for. How good was he? Imagine he's the first. Yeah, Daniel Howard. 76 normal. Oh, hey, Eric. I'm happy with Knight. You know? Oh, hi, Dennis. So, that running back weren't really interested in, wasn't really worth anything. D tackle, who we kind of needed, but not really, is here. But Noah, get out of here with your fake account. No. It's not. No. Oh, I do not want to quit my franchise. Alright, we got things to do with terms of adjusting our roster. Guys, stop messing around. You know that's Noah, not me. So, Knight's gonna play right out, or why is you under the... Guys, stop messing around. I gotta go into my depth chart and make sure Knight plays. Why are you so far down the list? That makes literally no sense. Where's Knight? Oh, not Knight, but Hayward. Here he is. Bro, this is my... Bro, Noah, stop. You guys are so annoying. Anyway. But that's what I wanted to do, and I'm gonna go into preseason. What did I do? I just say he's lying. Bro, stop, Noah. No, I'm talking about Noah being annoying, trying to pretend to be me. Now, is the team set up how I want it to be set up? I mean, pretty much. Specialist, right now we have Rager in the slot. I don't. No, you're just trying to make me look bad, dude. That's not even funny. No. Oh my God, Dennis, you always find ways. Like, no. What was I gonna do again? I lost my train of thought because you guys. What was I gonna do again? Right, fix the specialist. Jeez. Oh my God, dude. Do I play Samuel over Rager? Why not? And just have Rager. I'll put him back in the slot if things don't work out, but. Now, that leaves the question, do I trade anybody? Do I maybe trade a guy like Lee? He's no use on this team. He's young, start development. I can maybe get something out of him. Okay, Lee. What are you? Okay, there's got to be some team that wants him. Chargers. Derwin James. I believe it or not, didn't used to be that too hard to get, and he's still. Austin Eckler would be huge. Like Keenan Allen, with how this receiver core is, I would not mind, and he's actually gettable. But I'm gonna have to throw lots at him. This young rookie who's not gonna develop much, they have semi-interest in. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do it. And I know their pick's pretty good, like 60. How did it change? Whatever. It's still not even that close. You know? Why do you only need offensive lineman, Chargers? Going off their team. Honestly, 26 overall pick. What? Okay. I'm gonna have to throw some value out there to get something. And no one wants you. You're not very good. I can't give them a quarterback unless they want Nick Mullins. Who would want Nick Mullins? You know what? I'm not gonna question why you want Nick Mullins. I already have 3 first-round picks for this year. So getting rid of the least one wouldn't be. But if I save it, I want to save it. Like a 3rd for next year added into this deal. It's close. 2nd for. That's. If I was gonna give away a 2nd, I'd rather it be this year. Yeah, that went through. Maybe give a little too much value for a 26 overall pick. But we did that. No, I know you're lying. I know they never said that. And stop, like... And even if they did, don't cost me a Whataburger. Like, what the freak you doing? Dennis, you really want to be strangled. I get... You know, that's not even a threat to you anymore because I'm strangling you every day anyway. But, YouTube, no, it's a joke. I only fake strangle him. I totally don't actually strangle him. Don't get me demonetized. No. If you stop, I will let you. I will let you post all my content on your channel and not say anything about it if you stop going in my chat and doing this. Is that a deal? If you stop going... And now you probably left the stream. Well, hey Michael, are you still there or have you left? They're terrible during the preseason, but that doesn't really say much. We have 12 players cut, yep. Hey Michael, are you still here? Or he maybe left, I'm not sure. Our second quarterback, Joe Wilbo. A pinch middle linebacker can definitely get out. Bench free safety, actually a pick we made. Okay, it was just slow. I thought it cut him. Cut that right away. 4th middle linebacker can honestly go. That was our last pick. bench receiver can go. Terry Goodwin can go. Brett Brown can go. Jeff Smith can go. I mean, I guess he could go to the practice squad. Epps practice squad. Just cut. It's not. Alright. I feel like we can maybe be a 9-7 playoff team. I think we can do it. I do want to go into our scheme. 75, 75. 83 vertical zone run. 83 spread. Alright, we're gonna go our spread offense this year. 85, 4-6 defense. We're just gonna go with 4-6 defense. Usually 4-6 defenses are actually pretty successful. So we'll rock with that. But I guess we'll just get into the simulation to the mid-season. I'll see what this team can do. I don't know. I don't think I have very much faith in this team. Well, Jalen Hurts is a quarterback. I'm gonna be honest. He's not very good in Madden. Doesn't really have any potential to go up. We're 5-3 though. Just dropped a loss to the 49ers, 24-21. But it was a very competitive game. We are not winning the division though. The Cowboys are winning the division at 5-2. We have the 9th best offense here. And the defense sucks. Like, is the points against even good for our defense? Probably not after giving up 21 points to the 49ers. Offense is good. Defense is maybe what's holding us back. 5-3. No, whoever faker, you are not me. I still don't know who this faker is. But what is that outside linebacker? He's a superstar development player. That is what I'm talking about. Marvin Knight. Strip specialist. I guess that's fine. Drafted a superstar player. I'll take it. But this is a wild card placing team. I feel like if we play our cards right, that is. Kels, I know he's old, but if he doesn't retire, then we're gonna bring him back. Wait, so you must be in my science class. Okay, who's not taken? So there's Noah, who's XD, Dean Shield 63. There's Dennis, who's Dennis Gaming. There's Michael, who's Michael Hosey, or Michael H. Maybe you just heard about it, or is it no on a different account? I don't know. But we also got Goddard to re-sign. And he's going to be another guy that I'm going to say is absolutely going to be brought back to the squad. Zach Ertz can go. Maddox, especially with corner issues with getting cornerbacks in the draft. Kind of need to pick him up. Barrett, another huge addition. He's just having to come back. Josh Sweat is going to be another guy who's just going to have to come back. I would... 3 years. Probably not. You're gonna... Oh, hi, Michael. You're back. Everybody else I can wait on, but Michael. So, while you were gone, so you know that outside linebacker that we drafted, right? Like that we drafted in like the 3rd or so round, maybe 2nd round. That I picked up, and I was just like, dang, this guy's actually really good. Remember that? Did he leave? Well, he was superstar development. He's pretty good. He's already basically better than the first guy we drafted. Or I guess Hayward's barely better at this point, but superstar development, I'll take it. And we're 5-3 at the mid-season mark. Cowboys lead the division 5-2, but you know, that's okay. We negotiated a little players. I think we could slip into a wild card spot for the playoffs as long as we keep playing well and that we don't have a huge decline in the second half of the season. So let's hope that doesn't happen. Hopefully we can sneak in. And we didn't. We don't make the playoffs. What? What happened? We went 8-8 and oh wait, no, that's the Giants. We went 7-9. We won 2 games after the mid-season mark. 2 games. And let me guess, the Giants who went 8-8 made the playoffs. No. So that's kind of anticlimactic. We go 5-3 at the mid-season mark, then the rest of the year we go 7-9. Offense went from one of the best in the league to sucking, and the defense still sucked. So there's the problem. Defense absolutely just sucked. Jalen Hurts, 4,100 yards, 32 touchdowns. Jalen Hurts actually had a pretty good season. Rushing the ball, Sanders was terrible. He was terrible. But Williams was a nice complimentary back. He was solid. Receiving wise, I mean, Curtis Samuel, a big free agent we signed, played like a beast. So that's always good. Tim Patrick did okay. He was a pretty good option. Dallas Goedert did pretty well. Rager didn't get very many touches. Forrest led the team in tackles with 106. Hassan Reddick with 11 tackles for loss, with Fletcher Cox also at 11. That's what I'm about to check, see if he's any of this top. Hassan Reddick, 10.5 sacks. Martin Jacks, 5. Fletcher Cox, 3. Any picks? 3 from Carl Joseph, 3 from Darius Slay, 2 from Maddox, 1 from Singleton. A couple guys had a few interceptions, but what was the stat line of Marvin Knight? 34 tackles, 3 for loss, and a sack. Not that impressive of a stat line. But you know what? It's okay. Did we get any like pick sixes or fumble returns? Or actually, Darius Slay had a pick 6 on the year. You know what? I'll take that. And Josh, stop spamming me with invites. Drew Brees, in a universe where he doesn't retire after the 2020 season, wins MVP. Can we just get a clap for that? Jalen Hurts, number 6 in MVP race though. Coach of the year goes Kevin Stefanski. We weren't even top 10 for Coach of the Year. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Drew Brees. Jalen Hurts at number 3. Deion Jones, Defensive Player of the Year. No Eagles. NFC Offensive of the Year, Tyler Moreland. No Eagles. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Jeremiah Cheeks. Marvin Knight, number 5. But that's all. Best quarterback. Jalen Hurts was number 6 for best quarterback. But then Offensive Player of the Year, he was number 3. How does that make sense? What? But just a disappointing year from us. I do want to see who is the best defense in the league. I may have to use their playbook. The Colts were the number 1 defense. I feel like the Browns usually have a pretty good offense and defense. I may have to try the Browns playbook next year. May have to try it. This year was a disappointing year, not making the playoffs. But maybe we get back in the Browns and Saints. Drew Brees, Baker Mayfield in the Super Bowl. And Baker beats Drew Brees in the Super Bowl. What a year. What a year. Zach heard something. I can bring you back for a singular year. He doesn't want to sign with us. I mean, I kind of want to bring you back, but not really. Yeah, none of these guys I really need to particularly bring back. I mean, we might as well just spin the franchise tag on him, even if it's a franchise tag and trade. No one else will really go after for it. Offense took a huge deep down, so I'm guessing one of our linemen retired. And no, they're all still here. Okay, so we really don't need to make a move for Quincy Nelson or nothing like that. So that's kind of refreshing. We're just gonna have to see who's here in free agency. It's tempting, but not really. Quarterback Tom Brady's here. 45-year-old Tom Brady. Star development, 83 overall. No. None of these quarterbacks are good. We'll get a good backup option. That doesn't mean... Big Ben is a 65 overall. Marcus Mariota. He wouldn't be a bad backup. We don't really need backups, but just because. Nyheim Hines. Sanders just wasn't it, but Hines may be it. I'm in on Hines. I am in. Even Melvin Gordon, I think I'm in on. For like some training piece. I think we can get him for like a late first round pick or something. James White, I don't think I can get anything for. Yeah. Ooh, Michael Gallup is here. With how lackluster our receiving core is, it's not even that bad. How do I not go for Michael Gallup? So hopefully we can get Michael Gallup here. I know we have Dallas Goedert, but how do you not go for Mark Andrews? Nothing interesting there. Nothing we can go for a solid backup. Maybe just like a 70 overall backup. Again, kind of just like, I guess we could take a backup. Panthers, actually, I bet if we give him a salary, his base, it'll be better than Panthers. Yeah. Guess could use a backup. Whoa! Did I forget to resign someone or what happened? What's the deal with a 64 overall starting? Oh, it's just that we don't have left in. It's just... Oh, that's right. Oh, I guess Barrett is a right in, but we have him playing left in. There's nothing wrong with that. I mean, there's honestly really nothing wrong with that. So, do I need to make a move on any of these guys here? No. Really don't. D-tackle is something I'm interested in, and we have a guy. Nichols, welcome to Philadelphia. Actually, let me restructure this. I want you for 3, and we'll boost the money up a little bit. Fletcher Cox is 31 years old, but he's still a 95 overall. Right in, again, don't really need any defensive ends. Von Miller's good, way too old though. Do we all like cheese? I like cheese. Cheese is good. No one here particularly worth. Right outside linebacker. Again, don't need it. Darius Slay went, oh yeah, I forgot to check developments and stuff. Check to see if anybody went off. I completely forgot. I was so distraught from not making the playoffs that I just... Wow, Cheese Eater. Dang. No offense. I personally love cheese. I want cheese on everything. I don't know why. Cheese on anything. I don't care. It could be a steak. Put cheese on it. Best thing ever. I don't actually do that, but I would eat that. If someone freaking randomly, for some strange reason as a weirdo, put cheese on their steak, but then they didn't want the steak, I would still eat it. Don't question me, okay? Just don't question it. But I can't believe Darius Slay went down. He's one of the leaders of this team. Guess it wasn't good enough to keep his superstar. I mean, we need another corner option. None of these guys are looking that interesting. But a guy who kind of is Henderson. He's kind of looking a little bit like I could use this guy on my roster. Honestly, Diggs is an upgrade. He is an upgrade. Out of Texas, my Texas Longhorns. We're gonna offer him a bit. Harrison Smith is here, but kicker's fine, punter's fine. And I think we're ready to sim and see who we get. Looks like all the people who gave us a thing notified us and did accept. Tom Brady's one of the top players on the list. Now, we didn't miss out on anything, correct? Like, no one's still kind of thinking. Oh, the right tackle, Giants are competing with us. He's not that big, so Giants want him, they can have him. But the Giants are competing with us. Oh yeah, I gotta look over the team. What am I doing? My head's all over the place, chat, but so it's kind of cool to have Michael Gallup here now. Nice to have a decent defensive tackle core again. Nice to maybe touch up on that cornerback core. Now we just wasted a franchise tag on this guy. But who else were we gonna spend it on? Let's be honest. Definitely Zach Ertz. Nyheim Hines, I kind of want to keep. What would teams give up for Melvin Gordon? Cincinnati, straight up. Melvin Gordon, Joe Mixon. And just because Joe Mixon is actually so freaking good, we'll give you the number 17 overall pick, who's very high. Actually, this may go straight up. We can get Joe Mixon. Hold on. This could be crazy. Joe Burrow, though? I mean, Burrow's worth. I'm doing it. Also, hold on. Jalen Hurts. This is gonna go through. That's the most craziest trade I ever done. So I sent Jalen Hurts and the number 9 overall pick this year and got Joe Burrow. Joe freaking Burrow. I don't care what anybody says. That was worth. Bringing Joe Burrow, an 85 overall superstar quarterback. That was so worth. Like, that was so worth. Like, what? Why would that go through? Like, I'm actually distraught. Like, why would that go through? I don't get it. Like, who in their right mind? And hey, we'll take Joe Mixon. Imagine we did take Joe Mixon, though. Like, it's proven. With Melvin Gordon in the 17th pick, we could. Is that worth, though? Like, wouldn't I rather use that for, like, a Jesse Bates if we could get him, or... Who's our quarterback now? Oh, yeah, I forgot we put Jalen Hurts in that package. Honestly, number 2 overall pick. Honestly, what would it take to get our number 9 overall pick back? Like, I imagine... To get that back, it would be pretty... It's just a weaker position. Running backs, I find, are rated very low. Like, look. Bro, I can't believe we just traded for Joe Burrow. Craziest thing I've probably done. Now, I know I could get, right? Like, I know with how the trading system works. If I trade the 17th overall pick in Melvin Gordon, I can get Joe Mixon. Like, it's going through. But will I do that? That's a different story. We're not trying to get too crazy here. Or do I honestly do it to build our team? Like, even the 25th overall pick? Would that get us? Not Joe Mixon, but Jesse Bates. It's so close. It is unimaginably close. So they're interested in quarterback. Put in Marcus Mariota. You're seeing this right now. Not only did I trade for Joe freaking Burrow. That's not the only stupid thing I did, all right? That ain't even the end of it. Jesse Bates is who I just traded for. Bro. Let's go. I guess we got some studs. Like, Dennis, I'm not even kidding. I sent the number 9 overall pick at the draft and Jalen Hurts and got Joe Burrow. I traded the number 9 overall pick and Jalen Hurts and got Joe Burrow. I'm not even kidding. Look back at the stream if you don't believe me. I'm not even kidding. I can't believe this works. Well, anyway, Diggs, I'm gonna have him play strong safety. We can do a lot of things with this team now. Like, dude, that's some of the wildest trading I've ever done. Now, I did have to trade 2 picks for both of those players, but it had to be done. Like, we still have 16th and 17th overall pick of the draft. Now, I do want to get rid of is Miles Sanders. Don't know what we can get rid of him for. Pretty much like a first-round pick, 2 first-round picks, Jalen Hurts and Marcus Mariota gets me Joe Burrow and Jesse Bates. 2 first-round picks, Jalen Hurts and Marcus Mariota. That gets me Joe Burrow. Probably was better player than Joe Burrow in terms of his draft class. He just got hurt. And Jesse freaking Bates, one of the best safeties in the league. Like, what? Like, am I hearing that right? Man, I wish that right tackle would have accepted. They're not showing much interest, yeah. I know the Bills were probably pretty dang good as they were. Like, this is a good, very good, easy, late round pickup. 6 for next year should get the deal done, and it does. That's just broken, though. Can't believe I just got basically one of the 2 best Bengals players. I got the second best Bengals player, and probably, in like a year or 2, would have been their best player. Like, I can't get over that. That was actually insane trading. Broncos won them. You know what? I'm going to test the waters. Jerry Jeudy. This should not be close at all. Dennis, if you're still here, we may be able to get Jerry Jeudy. Like, it's not even on the unbelievable possibilities. If we have another player that they're interested in, or even, I'll come back to that just in case. Dalen Hayward. What? What do you mean you don't want him? Dennis, listen. If I do what I think I'm about to do, don't say I'm a hacker. Like, you can see I'm doing this all legit. Dennis, you saw how close that was. Put the controller down. Put the dang controller down. Joseph, a 2nd for next year, and a 7th for next year gets me Jerry Jeudy. What the frick? Dennis, if you're the one still watching this. I'm just silent on that. Silent on that note. I'm really silent on that note. Receiving core went from not being so great to about a year. Probably the best receiving core in the league. This is ridiculous, dude. Like, I don't even... That was just some ridiculous stuff going on. Really was. Who has a 5th-year option? I'm trying to create a budget. I mean... I don't think Dillard would need it, right? Let me check on him. I don't think he's anything. Yeah, he's nothing special. He definitely doesn't need a 5th-year option.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
A bomb receiver just went. Well, we don't need a quarterback anymore. Is there anybody who can play middle linebacker in this class? A singular guy. No, there's a guy here who can play corner. Actually, that guy looks like he could pretty much play corner. I mean, linemen aren't the greatest. I think I honestly go with that corner. Oh, he made... No, he's not. 76.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
I'd say that's pretty decent.
The Giants are now on the clock.
Just taking him. Forgot we had the 30th overall pick too. I don't know why. I'm like still speechless after that insane trading we just did. There's a late D tackle still here who looks pretty good. Mid safety we don't really need. Could use though, to be honest. There's lots of good safeties in this class. But I do think I am gonna go with this one. Our Anglo Ramsey, 73 overall, normal development.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
Need mid-second, corner. Mid-center, middle linebacker. Do we need to go 2 middle linebackers in this class? I mean, why the frick not? Best players available. 69. Sweet 69. There'll be nothing in the 6th round.
The Eagles are now on the clock.
I mean, there's still a diamond in a rough middle linebacker. There's another one who's better. Do we really want to take another middle linebacker, though? Just because he's the best player here? Nah. That would be boring. Let's go with this terrible corner instead. Ooh.
Are now on the clock.
65 star or better development. I'll take it. With no picks remaining. Let's go to the end of this draft. Didn't really care too much for this draft class. We already got a pretty stacked team. I feel like we could be very successful this next year with maybe a different defensive playbook. And 70 overall offensive lineman went number 1 overall. Washington football team flop. This a 69 overall quarterback went number 3 overall. Who's the other quarterback who's actually any good? That I could tell was actually decent. This outside linebacker, normal development though. Is that the other corner I passed on? I can't tell. Probably wasn't there at the time. I imagine he had Star Dev or something. No. Raheem Baker, a guy I was looking at. He's the first player to have hidden development. Definitely wasn't our guy. Where was that quarterback who looked good? Here it is. They took the... Okay, and he was pretty good. He would have been our pick if it wasn't for the Joe Burrow trade that I was messing around, didn't expect to go through, and then it went through, and I was like, well, this happened. But so nothing really impressive from us in this draft class. I don't know if you want to call us a meteor, or whatever you say it, how you say it, but we're definitely making that defensive playbook change. Because I know the defense, 81 overall, is just not the best, though. And why does it keep messing up my depth chart? Like, no, I don't want it like this. Ugh. I'll go fix it, but I'm gonna give Cleveland a shot. I actually heard they're supposed to be pretty good. Spread 82. 86 vertical zone run this year. I think we're gonna go with that. Yeah, we'll keep it a 4-6 defense. Even that was trash last year. Yeah, we want Jerry Jeudy in the slot. That's actually what we want. Actually, what Wallace is my slot corner. I guess I'm fine with those two guys rushing the passer. Only other thing we need to do is we need to, again, get Knight playing. I don't know why the thing thinks that the other guy needs to play. Now that should be fixed, and Knight should be back in his proper place that he is. I think this season is ready to get underway. Defensively, overall is not great, but our offense should be able to carry them through as long as they perform under that Chicago system here in this time, but in Philly. And I feel like Joe Burrow is gonna do pretty good. Now, I actually want to work on pass blocking. You know, the past 2 years we've worked on run blocking. Pass blocking used to be a very big thing. It could be finesse, because Joe Burrow can kind of get around, I guess. I don't know, I'm just randomly going with finesse type attributes to upgrade. I don't know, but this offense should be very good, and the defense, as long as a good playbook, should be okay. I'm not expecting them to be great, but I feel like they could be an okay, you know? So, if our offense can score under the system of Joe Burrow, we should be fine. We should be A-okay. Jeez, it keeps glitching out. I don't know why. Yeah, you were on our practice squad last year. I don't know what really Jake Ryan's still doing around here, but he's still here. Guess. One more player is all we have to make a move on. We can cut him. We play the Panthers in the preseason, and then we play them the first week of the season, so that's kind of an interesting storyline. We lost to them 14-9. Our dreams and wishes just kind of got crushed. I guess we'll make a season goal of 7 wins, but I know I said this last time when I said, oh, we're not gonna make the, when I said, oh yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs, and then we don't. How do we not? I understand our defense is lackluster, but how, even with our defense, it's not that lackluster. When you look at it, it's not that lackluster. There's 1 or 2 normal dev players on the whole entire team. And then you look on this high-powered offense that went from a rushing attack offense to a major passing attack offense in a single offseason with introductions like Michael Gallup in free agency and Jerry Jeudy. They're trading with the Broncos. Like, you just can't help to think, how is this team? And I forgot, Dallas Goedert is on this team with Mark Andrews. I totally forgot. We could probably do something with Dallas Goedert. I totally forgot I made that move. Well, he's not listed under tight ends. That guy actually may not be a tight end, so we may need Dallas Goedert on this team. Yeah, Stinger's a lineman. But he's a 72 overall tight end. That's interesting, but can we get a decent tight end in free agency? Or do I move Stinger to the tight end? That would be interesting. No, I can get like a Jesse James. I mean, 1-year deal, 74 overall contract, and see what I can do with Dallas Goedert. I would love a middle linebacker if I could get one for Dallas Goedert. Like, I know every team in the league is probably gonna want him. Like, with Roquan Smith, would this be crazy? According to the Chicago Bears, it is not crazy at all. And they are in. Alrighty then. Well, Chicago Bears, yeah. I don't want to give up Stinger. I don't know why. Would they even be interested in Stinger a little bit? He does push the margin. And to be honest with you, Roquan Smith is worth a #1 overall selection. I actually take Stinger out of the deal. Honestly, I can maybe see that happening in real life. That one's a little more realistic, but at the same time. Oh, Michael, you missed a lot. So we traded for Joe Burrow. We literally traded a first-round pick and Jalen Hurts and got Joe Burrow. So you missed that. And then we traded a first-round pick and some other random safety and got Jerry Jeudy. Well, what? And this is not the end of it. We traded a first-round pick and Melvin Gordon and got Jesse Bates. You see this right now. Oh, and also we just traded for Roquan Smith just now. Yeah, I would say I'd have a pretty stacked team. We gotta cut one player after introducing him. That doesn't make sense. But okay. So we'll advance to the mid-season and see how our team is stacking up against everybody else in the league. Hopefully it's good with how much firepower our offense has. Like, our offense has huge firepower. So hopefully. We're 7-1. The crazy trades have pulled off. We're 7-1 at the mid-season mark. We just lost our first loss to the Chicago Bears. Okay. 7-1. I'm playing Oblivion again, and the real Imperials made. This team is popping off. Like, this team, it's crazy under Joe Burrow. I guess all we needed was Joe Burrow, Jerry Jeudy, and Jesse Bates to fill that hole. That's all we needed on this team. This got to the point of insanity. Just in case we have to do another year, Fletcher Cox, he's a superstar X Factor. Even that he's old, he's still a 95 overall and an X Factor, so we're gonna want to bring him back. Even if it's only for a year. Kills, if he'll stay, I want to bring him back, even though he's 34. He's superstar development. Oh, okay. See. Kicker, we can maybe throw something at the kicker, but everybody wants to stay on a dominant force team. Questionable, no. Punter, okay. Really don't want to bring you back. No. Dillard, yeah. I swear, if we're 7-1 at the mid-season mark and we don't make the playoffs, I'm gonna lose my mind. We got a first round bye in the playoffs. We just lost 35-21 to the Cowboys. So that's a little concerning. But we got a first round bye in the playoffs. Let's go. Cowboys made it with the number 6 seed. Us and the Browns had byes. We went 13-3. We went 7-9 last year to making some crazy trades to 13-3. Insane. Offense, 7th best in the league. Defense still sucked. Points scored, we were the 2nd best in the cream. Oh, we actually held teams from points by. Joe Burrow had to win MVP. 4,800 yards, 45 touchdowns, the 2 picks. Joe Burrow, I refuse to believe that he didn't win MVP with a 45-2 touchdown interception ratio. Joe Burrow had to win MVP if not, and if he didn't, somehow number 2. Nyheim Hines had the same type of year from Sanders. Williams took a step down. Rushing guy wasn't really a part, as I didn't expect it to be. Jerry Jeudy, 1,300 yards and 14 touchdowns. That's crazy. Curtis Samuel still had 1,000 yards, 7 TDs. Mark Andrews, who we got in free agency, 900, almost 1,000 yards, 11 touchdowns. So he was pretty good. Michael Gallup was even good. Our passing game was nasty. Diggs led the team in tackles, so that's kind of eh. Tackles for loss was Barrett with 9. 12.5 sacks from Fletcher Cox. Barrett with 7.5. Hassan Reddick with 5. Did we get many picks? 4 picks for Wallace in the slot corner position. Diggs had 4. Jesse Bates had 3. McLeod had 2 for some reason. Hassan Reddick had 1. Trey Henderson had 1. Avonte Maddox had 1. Any defensive touchdowns? McLeod had a pick 6 and Maddox had a pick 6. Darius Slay. He didn't really have a year. He didn't really do much out there on the field. Overall, as a team, we did great. MVP goes to Joe freaking Burrow. Clap it up for Joe Burrow. No one else. Coach of the Year, Kevin Stefanski. We're number 2. NFC Offensive Player, of course, goes to Joe freaking Burrow. No one else, though. Defensive Player, Bobby Wagner. No one else. Offensive Rookie Year, Clem Posey. No Eagles. Defensive Rookie Year, Darren Wallace wins Defensive Rookie of the Year. Best QB, of course, goes to Joe freaking Burrow. Yes. Actually, ooh. Jerry Jeudy was the number 2 receiver behind Davante Adams. So I think we've had a pretty good year. And we face our division rival, my personal favorite team, the Dallas Cowboys. It's weird saying I want them to lose, but I want them to lose. We're gonna jump into Super Sim. They're in 88. We're both 88 overalls. So this is gonna be a really tough game for us. But we did have a better record than them and beat them in our division, so we should be okay. I mean, I know we at least lost them once, so I don't know if they beat us twice or if it was 1-1. But Zeke, 1,600 yards, 14 touchdowns, definitely was the main reason why they got here. Here we go. Now we're not gonna play, but we're gonna Super Sim and maybe jump in. Maybe. We're gonna have to see how this game with the Cowboys goes. They go up 3-0. 7-3. 7-6. 13, 14-13. 17-13. 2017. 27-17, fourth quarter. We're gonna jump in. What? I come in here and throw a pick. I just lost the game. I just lost the playoff game. Yikes. Yikes. I always do that. Game's over at this point. Cowboys still score. If it wasn't for me, we would have had a chance, but we put up a fight 41-31 over the Dallas Cowboys. We go out in the divisional. That makes us 1-2 in playoff games in this rebuild. Joe Burrow outperformed Dak Prescott. 4 touchdowns. That 1 pick was because of me. Oh my god, dude. I can't believe that. It basically do all that for nothing. That's a crusher of a loss. We go 13-3 and get knocked out in our first game in the playoffs in the divisional round against our own divisional rivals. That's heartbreaking. That's a crusher, though. We make it so far just to get knocked out like that. Like, hopefully we could still be contenders in this next year. I mean, we still have a stacked team. Okay. I got some questions. So, a Bengals team without Joe Burrow or Jesse Bates makes the Super Bowl, and we don't. But on the bright side, Joe Burrow got upgraded to Superstar X Factor, and I'm just gonna give him Gambler. So when we jump in the playoffs, I know screw us the game. Lel? Did you mean Lol? I'm assuming that's what you meant. But Jerry Jeudy also went up to Superstar X Factor with Rack 'em Up. This team's so good. How did we not go to the Super Bowl this year, dude? This team's actually so freaking good. Diggs went up to Superstar Development. No, you met Lel? What does Lel even mean? Dude, like, that's just kind of heartbreaking, you know? Like, this team is like a Super Bowl roster. But guys, get this. This is what frustrates me. Like, look at the Bengals roster, okay? Okay. Look, they got Joe Mixon, who's a 99 overall. They got Von Miller, Superstar 92 overall. Tyler Boyd, T. Higgins. They got a pretty nasty roster. Melvin Gordon, who we gave them. But look at who's their quarterback. Jalen Hurts. And then Marcus Mariota. We traded both of these guys to them. I guess all they need is they freaking need Melvin Gordon, who would be what, their third string running back, maybe their backup. Get rid of Joe Burrow for Jalen Hurts. And get rid of Jesse Bates, and the Bengals are a Super Bowl team. What? What? What is even going on anymore? If the Bengals win the Super Bowl, like, that's the most stupidest thing I've ever seen. If they win the Super Bowl. Thank God. Oh my God, I was about to say, if they won the Super Bowl, we would have some problems. Now, one of our linemen had to retire at this point. All of them did at once. So now, we go from being in a great spot on our offensive line to kind of a dookie spot on our offensive line. I guess Stinger could play center there. Actually, it'd be better if he would play. Honestly, it doesn't even look that bad because we've been good about keeping some backups. But I don't know, guys. That's gonna be the end of the stream. We're gonna get back with the Eagles Rebuild stream some other day or maybe tomorrow. If you guys liked it. Oh, I guess no one else really, but for people who watch this back, if you're watching this back, who knows, if you're watching this later, I may be live with the Eagles Rebuild. For Michael who's watching this live, I don't know when I'm gonna stream this again. Soon. But yeah, guys, please subscribe if you haven't already. I know Michael is who's live, but anybody who's watching this not live and you're made it all the way to this point of this replay stream, consider subscribing if you're not. Well, yeah, because I'm having to view I have to view my own stream so I can read the comments because I don't want it taking up my screen on my PlayStation, or not my PlayStation, but on my TV, you know? So yeah, I guess this is in the stream. See you guys later.